Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once more to Anno 1800. How good of you to join. Welcome back to this colorful skyline we're looking at, and we continue onwards making this one step bigger. Just one more tiny. I really don't want to have too many skyscrapers everywhere because it also doesn't then look so good, but having a proper downtown area is fantastic, and we do need more tier 5 skyscrapers. We have a tier 4 still, a few of them, and I would like to go ahead and bump it up all the way, how many I can actually upgrade to tier 5. This is boosting my income there once more, so we are earning around 4,000 to 5,000 credits now for every tier 5 skyscraper. And in this case here, this should also now make it possible for us to finally, there you go, start the Skyline Tower Foundation. The groundwork for the most daring architectural feat ever. It doesn't actually cost me that much when we look at it, right? Some steel beams, some bricks here, 750 workers, 300 tons of reinforced concrete, some elevators and electricity, a bit of our time there as well. Let's go ahead, start the next step of this project here. By the way, these ornaments here, forget about them, right? This was a placeholder more or less. We're going to have a tiny road here. I think we do have a few warehouses. Look at that. They're all going to different warehouses. That's really funny looking, is it? I don't know. I mean, it's efficient for sure because they all use then different loading and loading ramps, right? So they're not congesting one warehouse there completely. It's a lot of stuff that we need out of this one here, and also a bit of time, and then we can come back here once this phase has been finished. Definitely also we could go ahead with upgrading a few more of my skyscrapers to tier 4 now, but we're really low on steel beams, so let's wait on that. Something else is coming along. My engineer workforce. Yes, it is low, and yes, we can increase it, of course. We have still some artisans that we can level up. That is valid. We could also go ahead and upgrade some engineers to skyscraper engineers. So for example, over here we have those guys here, and I could just go ahead and upgrade them if we had some more light bulbs. What's going on? We should have light bulbs. I have reinforced this production. No, it's tight. It's equal, right? It's not something that I'm comfortable with. It's incredible how many light bulbs we actually need. It's something that we can boost, right? And let's be honest, I can't boost it. The gramophones are already having no effect really. And the motor assembly line, that might be something else that we could check out. Oh, we're producing way too many of them anyway. Let's stop with the boosting there and get us some happiness back again. I definitely do not want to have an unhappy engineer population. Lots of investors and engineers over here, so this might be a second smaller skyscraper district than just for engineers really. I'm looking forward to that. Let's go ahead and upgrade some more artisans though. This is something we can do. We still have lots of them, and we do need engineers, right? It's pretty important that we get them along. And let's also go ahead and upgrade those workers over there, because we do have way too many workers anyway, and I definitely do want to have more engineers in general. That's fine. Let's also go ahead and just give them a proper touch. This is the red brick area, right? So definitely want to have more red brick buildings than here. All the way up here. Oh, there's even more. All the way up here, right? Up this hill that we have there. Speaking about the hill, yes, some more workers I definitely would like to upgrade. This is going to bring me down there, but it is necessary. These guys here, 800 workers. Let's actually keep it there because we probably will need a few more for some monument building. Now, meanwhile, how's it looking with 2V? We are actually having a nice production up and running now. There's also my trader coming in. By the way, we're already full on wool, so he's not even taking all the wool with him that we need here. Let's go ahead and repair some buildings there. And then I would like to have a look at this area, because coastal sites are really valuable these days. And I definitely want to get more sand mines out there. Problem, of course, is defense. It's going to be tricky over there, right? There's going to be lots of crap. We have 1600 influence. I could build up the same amount of defense like this on the other side. That would be valid. It's expensive, but it's valid. It's something that we definitely could profit from. Or I could also just, go ahead with my usual tactics, and that is build and repair, or destroy and repair, or use and repair, something like that. You get the idea, that we just have them temporarily until they get destroyed, and I think for now we could work with that. Let's go ahead and get us more sand mines out there. Fortunately, here we have the cliff, so it's getting a bit tricky Okay. This is definitely something we can do. And then probably have a few more of them right over here. And then also on the other side, right over here. Perfect. And then also 2 more here. In this center here, we could have then something else. Or, that's not going to work out. This is also not going to work out. Unfortunately, there's no more space than here, right? Because we definitely do want to have a road going here to the other side as well. Let's just go ahead and actually get us 2 warehouses in. And then also a connection with those sand mines. Really just some basic stuff. This will of course last for a while until it gets destroyed, of course. We do have the workforce, we do need the sand for glass production. And you know what? I could have the glass production on Tovi as well, since we do need it. And it does require space. So let's have this little village here also work as a glass manufacturer for us. I don't need that much fur, honestly. So we can use this area for smaller glass manufacturing area that we can use on that. Let's also go ahead and give me a fire station, please. And very important as always, a police station at that as well. There's the connection with the city or with the village that we want to have over there. Probably will need a few more building materials, but that's an easy task to do. By the way, we're going to create a new trade route here. And I'm not going to use an existing one already. That is Tovi now. And Tovi is going to be, of course, then my glass exporter. So this is one good that we can have. And that's it for the moment, right? In Panagos, I would like to pick up some timber, some bricks, and yeah, we are already pretty low on that. I'm probably not want to do this for the moment. Yeah, let's just go ahead with those 2 building materials and deliver them to Tovi automatically, so I don't need to do it myself all the time. I'm a very lazy person. I don't want to transport building materials back and forth. Let's just go ahead and also have this one here unloading, and with that we have a new trade route active. I don't need a white flag on this. I consider this corridor very safe until it isn't, right? Go ahead and upgrade those 2 warehouses, expensive that is. And then we just need some glass manufacturing here as well. There's no electricity. Bugger that. We have a coal deposit though, so I could go ahead and get me a coal mine. I love them by now. Really, I do. Fantastic little devices that you can have. Now let's just go ahead and build us a proper manufacturing district here. And I can only build 1. Really? We don't have more building materials. Holy cow. That's embarrassing. Yeah, finally adding some more steel beams does the job. Let's build the glassworks that we want to have over here. Probably also another warehouse then in this corner there. And with that, getting cracking on this. Now, let's just quickly check it out. We produced 12 now. And with that, we have a total deficit, because I still think we're going to have a deficit here of... No, actually, we have now surplus production, right? 70 days in total once this is then also coming in. Perfect. We are going to need a lot more glass though for the light bulbs and whatnot. And finally, with the light bulbs coming in again, we can go ahead and upgrade a bunch of them. And yeah, let's actually have a smaller skyline center than also in this area. And we can start with some engineers, right? That I would probably like to have on that side. It's not going to be super tall like the city center, but still at least some I would like to have here for sure. Also, they just look fantastic, I think, as well over here. And yeah, let's also go ahead and have some of those engineers then also coming to these skyscrapers once more. Demand is there, so that's fine. We have this area there with the chapel. We don't really want a chapel there anymore, so let's get rid of this with all its juicy ornaments. We also get these Skyline Tower events, vertical. Look, it's not like we ain't used to the heights. We are more than most, but that means we know how dangerous it can get. One misstep can change everything. This tower, it's higher than we've ever built. And that brand logo, it's unlucky. It's spreading fear. We don't need a reminder of it's plastered on the walls. All it takes is one fall. We don't have a priest. We have some caoutchouc though. Provide harnesses for all. And yeah, or promise to find daredevils, volunteers in the city. Let's, yeah, provide harnesses. This is fine. That's great, boss, and the workers do like that as well. I need to move a few more things. Let's actually move the fire station that we have for the moment. Just for the moment. Don't worry about that. But I need to move it a bit further over because I have another building plant that we haven't built so far yet. And that would be in this jolly good lot. And that is the BOURSE. Through these gilded marble halls run the empire's wild-blooded arteries of unregulated finance and commerce. Here territorial warfare meets its match in financial warfare. Isn't that a fantastic description? I wonder where this is coming from. And it's a modded building, of course. It's a beautiful, big, modded building. It's going to cost me 2,000 credits. I'm going to ignore how my balance is looking right now. And we're going to have this building then right here. And as you can see, it is having an effect of these people. Let's build it. And this is now adding, it's basically a public service, right? A bank. So we do now have the bank here. That should be then fulfilled. And for these guys here, they want that, hopefully. This, yeah, is also adding a nice effect on my balance. By the way, bank-wise, we don't have any other bank here. Was I really not building a bank so far in this district? Looks like it, right? Now we have one at least. We are going to need another one over here though at some point, I think. Now, it's ending rather abruptly, so I would probably then just like to have some more buildings here. We do have the town hall building, by the way. That might work. Yes, it works fantastically. We can place it then somewhere here, right? So it's kind of like coming together with the BOURSE. And here we do have then, I don't know, we may want to actually... Nah, I think I'm going to keep it like that. And we just have a smaller park in the back. The building actually allows that with that entrance. We have that on both sides there, kind of like. So I can have a smaller plaza than here. We already have the tiles, right? So I'm definitely going to make that connection to the other side. I wonder what actually would have been planned here. This is a bit strange. Like yes, we do have diagonal ornaments that we can add then, and this actually makes it possible that we can squeeze it in here. So this mod is required for these buildings here, for these modded versions then as well. And with that, we, yeah, can have this little place then to ourselves. The BOURSE is a symbol of power and wealth, so we definitely want to have something like a skyscraper monument or ornament in the center of it. I think this is fitting in quite nicely, together with a fountain and some more trees that we can have right here. And with that, we only need to build this one now. We are getting so many steel beams in that it's easy to do. Let's just check it out. I think the front should actually look towards the main road, right? And here kind of like fits together. Yeah, it's okay. We can use it like that. Let's also just finish the other side there, because there we also want to have some fountain, and then probably we could have some flower beds here. Once again, we have Mr. Garrick, the founder of Entrepreneur Gentlemen's Club. I love this one. It's affecting all engineer and investor skyscrapers, residences, such alike. And it also provides a bonus income from the bank and a bonus supply of pocket watches and jewelry for any kind of residence that has the bank fulfilled. And with the BOURSE, we have the bank now in its surrounding area. So this is working wonders. Do we have anything else here that we could do? All skyscrapers, maintenance costs is increased, but also so is the happiness. And with the department store, furniture store, or drugstore need fulfilled, are provided with chewing gum, billiard tables, and violins. That's actually pretty powerful for the town center where we have tier 3+ skyscrapers. Here, Gordon, that's just basically a happiness bonus, but a reduction to beer. And this might be once again then something we can have in the artisan district where we have lots of beer consumption. Those people are basically drunk all day. So we're going to need to make some room. Let's just place them again so they adjust to the road. I just love these, by the way. I love them more than the investor skyscrapers, I think. It's just cute. And here we do now have the town hall once again. We can actually get the city hall into this one. I haven't built one yet, I think. Also pretty good radius, and I think this just fits in so much better to the artisans than anything else. And with that, once again, we just need to have some paving here. There is already kind of like a plaza once again involved here and integrated. So I don't need to particularly decorate it now with a new plaza or some sort. And enclosed greenery might work in the back of it, right? It goes then all the way to the front. And actually, yeah, that would be fine in my opinion. We could go with some flower beds or whatnot. It will always be a bit over the top. Let's go ahead and add Gordon now. A happiness bonus for all the artisans, and that's cool. Also then the beer consumption reduction, -100. There you go. Anything else that we have for artisans? Residents gain bonus happiness from the school. Artisans we have. School we have close by. Ernest, the educator. That gives me also more artisan workforce, but also more happiness for my artisans in general because they get the school. In addition, and then probably something here. Workforce reduction a tiny bit, but 12 happiness. Sounds good. We'll also go for 8 happiness and chance of riots increased. Let's go ahead with this, as I really don't want to reduce my workforce too much. And with that, we do have another town hall over there. I think this is just fitting in really nicely there. Right, 2 emergencies we have right now. Penny farthings, pocket watches, and jewelry is going down. Actually, that's 3 emergencies. Let's say 2 emergencies so I don't have a complete mental breakdown. For the penny farthings, we already have those 2 down here. We are going to need 2 more. It's going to get crazy here. Let's build them. This is expensive beyond means. I don't know. I don't know how we can actually manage to afford this. This is going to skyrocket my steel and my caoutchouc production, or yeah, storage once more. Completely out of whack with that one. Most likely. Let's actually just move it just one tiny bit like that, so we can afford another gate. I love me my gates. And of course I don't mean Bill with that. Now, we destroyed some ships of Princess Jing. Was it here? Ah, that's where she's forcing, or that's where she's focusing on right now. I was already wondering why there was nothing coming in from Princess Jing so far. Only the Admiral and the occasional Miss Hunt, but the Admiral definitely is the most aggressive one here so far. Yeah, thank you very much for showing us my defenses once more. They're just testing the grounds. And it's just amazing how my Bismarcks are still all alive. Having some fun out here, right? Getting repaired quite a bit as well with the item we have on board, but also with the repair crane that we have. So this is getting repaired by 2 sources right away. Going to be a bit hard to destroy them. Let's actually still move it a bit closer. Now for the jewelers, over here we have them. The cool thing is that we are completely full on gold. We have almost 5,000 tons of them in storage right now. Is my potential production so high? It's at 8, right? The consumption is at 0 right now. We have the jewelers here. Problem with them is, or well, problem, we are actually using the trade union here to get rid of the gold consumption. We also have the pocket watches still, but the pocket watches is something that we get out of the passive production, out of my sewing machines. And it seems like, where is it? It seems like it's not working out anymore, right? Pocket watches, we do have some 2 factories there as well. There they are, all the way over here. So this is going to be also pretty crucial to find out what the problem here is. There they are. We still have the means here of actually adding 2 more, right? The Clockmakers, and they're consuming brass thanks to the trade union here. So what we can do right away is, of course, building 2 more. No problem, no problems attached. Let's just make sure that I would like to have them looking towards each other again, because this creates this tiny alley there, and I'm just a sucker for these. Now, that's one problem fixed, right? It's still not fixing my jewelry production and my penny farthings. Oh, by the way, here, there's also a tiny road mishap. Now, penny farthings, that's looking rather well. It will definitely, though, cripple my steel once more. So 20 is the discrepancy here. Now, that should be easy, though, to tackle. The other problem definitely will be, though, the jewelry. So we have it down here. I may actually consider using my gold again. We don't have a consumption here. I could actually go with a hybrid. I could say those here are going to consume the gold ores, right? And then I could also build 2 more somewhere else that consume gold bars. So over here we have space for them, just fine. And this is actually something we can go ahead with. Let's build 2 of them here. They're going to produce 4 per minute actually, thanks to being boosted, of course. It will still lead to a bit of a problem here with the pearls, but I think overall we'll be fine on this. Very important that we get this up, because without those goods, my economy is literally collapsing. That's how important they are. 140,000 people we have though. That's great. And by the way, don't forget that with all of these here upgraded, we're probably not making a profit out of them. Nope, not at all. So let's go ahead. If we can do this, we need to wait a bit. And then I would like to upgrade them, because that's going to turn them into profitable businesses once more. And let's face it, a skyscraper is nothing else than a business. And yes, oh my gosh, I know we lost the lighthouse. Put it there again. It was destroyed in a vicious attack. We've finished another Yamato class ship there once more. Got quite a few of them now. One more is coming out, and then two, let's make it 3 more submarines that I have in the queue now. Very important that we do this, because of course at some point we also want to go to the offensive. I know I've been a bit too passive for the time being. To my biggest surprise yet, the sandmines are still alive. Let's go ahead and add me some 2 more glassworks over here. By the way, I was just going simply by feeling here. We're still 6 short, so I can still go ahead and add some 2 more, and we're going to upgrade those warehouses there as well a bit. And by the way, since we have the bricks coming in from Panagos duty free, go ahead and upgrade those roads here as well. Construction in the meanwhile of the Skyline Tower is coming along. 12 more minutes. There's probably going to be 1 or 2 more events that will happen here that we can have a look at then. And yeah, we continue onwards in the next episode. Stay tuned.